Alright, now that we've shaken the sand off, it's time for a mission that doesn't have an alternate choice, for once. The first pyramid. Yes, you are not allowed to dodge the monument. The dreaded cursed object. Monuments.
The accession of Pharaoh Joseph to the throne of Egypt has ushered in a new era of wisdom, learning, and artistic achievement. A royal cemetery is to be established at Saqqara to serve as the eternal resting place for nobles such as Hezre and Kaba Sakar, Pharaoh's trusted courtiers. But this site shall also contain a monument the like of which the world has never seen before. I, the Pharaoh's royal vizier Imhotep, have conceived a new form of sacred tomb for Pharaoh. Unlike the low mud brick mastabas of prior pharaohs, this tomb shall rise toward the heavens as if it were comprised of several mastabas placed one on top of the other. And what's more, this stepped pyramid shall be constructed entirely of stone, that it may endure the passage of the eons. Deep within, a sarcophagus of solid granite shall hold Pharaoh's body for his eternal rest. Priests at the necropolis of Abjadu have perfected the art of using linen to embalm the dead, thus opening the door to everlasting life to all Egyptians. Our trading post at the Salima Oasis still thrives, and from there you may import ebony from Africa. Pharaoh has given you a generous supply of cash to get started on this project. Do not let him down.
So yeah, new tutorial. Don't worry about it. But yeah, as mentioned in the explanation thing, the Sulema Oasis was left with so many archers that they're still standing. They had to import these and the resources for these, but that's fine. It's just representative of how I don't get direct access to them in this mission. But Kerma, Sulema Oasis does that job, but better. However, they use the word still. Take note of that. Because there was, I also, in addition to a lot of archers, I left them with a giant pile of unemployment that I'm not. That just can't be fixed. And also, yes, they specifically draw mention to the giant stack of cash I start with. Because I have to build this thing, and there's no farms for the work camps. There's none of that. There's no flooding here. It's actually the most stable place in all of Egypt. Well, so far. But yeah, so I gotta build work camps just for this. So I will demolish the work camps. Instead... Oh, well, hello, irrigation ditch. And yes, there are gold mines somewhere. I have to find them. I'm not sure where exactly. Oh wait, no, here they are. And up here. Okay. But the ones over here I'm probably not going to access because it's just not practical. Like, I can't bridge across it, and I don't trust the gold miner pathfinding, so... Plus, I just don't like going over there. So yeah, pomegranates and hunting lodge, but... I mean... Anyways, where's a good spot for a pyramid? Now, this pyramid is not the type we think of. It's kind of like how the intro states, just a couple mastabas stacked on top of each other. And they mentioned the granite tomb. That's this requirement. It's not actually part of the monument itself, but you do need to do the provisions for it to count for the requirements. Okay. And also, linen so far has just been used for exports. Now it has a use. Increases health and culture rating, because everything increases culture rating. Which is fair, because that is sort of how culture rating would work. Like, yeah, embalming was part of Egyptian culture, so it raises Egyptian culture rating from having it. Makes sense. Okay. But yeah, we are going to need a lot of people, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger and check the requirements. A second block is required, no matter what. Maybe even a third one. We'll see. We'll see if the third one is required. Build this one a little bit close to the rocks. Maybe not the best idea. But oh well. Just gotta live with that. Oh, that was a misclick. Now, I don't need to place down the tax collectors, but it's, you know, money that goes uncollected is money that you could have spent. So, I'm picking it up. You know, that's a penny on the floor. I'm picking that up. Oh yes, and I should also get the granary going. Two should be enough. Oh yes, the temples. Right, temples. Yeah, those are things. Those are things. But there's three, so what I will do, to prevent the usual jealousy nonsense, patron gets 2, rest get 1. I am nothing if not fair. Just, you know, maybe it's not the kind of fairness that people really want. As far as, yeah, we can make a lot of stuff. We just can't really get the raw materials, so we're gonna have to import. However, plainstone is plentiful, so no exports. I'll get some. I might need some for the monument. I don't remember, so I'll just get that going. Just start quarrying over here along the road. That way I don't have to go on my way for it, because I really don't want to go out of my way for a non-export. I gotta place down another 2. Yeah, I'll place down another 2. How much does this even need anyways? Let's see. Entirely of plain stone, but wood is required for ramps. Oh. Okay. Does anyone but Selima sell wood? Because I kind of don't want to have to buy from Selima. I get the feeling that something might go down. And I don't have the ability to get military units in the field to do something about that. So that concerns me. But what doesn't concern me is this gold.
Go clear across the city with these goods. It'll take all day. I have to go clear across the city with these goods. It'll take all day.
And yes, we are still using a village palace. I guess we're early enough in the campaign to be using that. Unemployment near my gold mines? Unacceptable. Okay, what about now? Okay, yeah, that's still a massive pile of unemployment. Out of money stimulus check. Actually, wait, hold on. No. Yeah, it's about as efficient as I can possibly place it. And let's see, no more gold? Just plain stone? Okay. Hopefully, that makes the walk for the gold mine delivery carts slightly shorter. If it doesn't... oh well, who cares? Now, for the pottery, I don't know. Let's see. Well, they buy pottery, and oh, it's a water trade route. Oof, oof, oof. Do I want to invest in that? Do I really want to invest in a water trade route? Yes, I do, because I have to. Man. Didn't want to do that. That's just too far away from the dock to justify. I'm probably overbuilding on storage for this pottery, but I think it'll work out for me. As far as how much pottery? Well, just however much I can get away with, really. Still unemployment? Okay. Okay, demolish that then. Now, there is something I'm going to do that I don't need to do. The hunting lodges are just fine. It's absolutely optional. But say hello to the new mechanic. The way it works, no flood. Just harvest when it says. Pomegranates, you get 2 harvests. And they need 1 tile to touch the irrigation thingy, and 1 tile to be on top of the fertile marker. Irrigation has to touch this. There is an optional setting where you can choose to make things harder for yourself and require a road connection for this. But why would I? So, no. I'm not doing that. I'm good, actually. Thank you very much. Now, these also don't need that because, you know, farms in this game don't work like that. You know, did you think these farms would be different because they work a little funky? A little unusual, perhaps? But no, it's completely normal. And then I'll do that. Just so I don't have to carry the pomegranates all the way around. Let's check in on the pyramid. Yeah, it's going along just fine. No clay. What's my clay import looking like? Yeah, not practical to import more clay. Okay, okay, so they do get clay, just not enough clay. Okay, on to the next export. Beer. I'll move this one slightly farther away, just so that things look nice. And I can more easily keep track of it. And you can more easily keep track of it. Yeah, that's right. You. Well, these never get any clay, so... I'll do a nice even 10. Should be fine. And then, what about over here? Yep. Pomegranates are coming in. You can see 97% fertile, 66%, 48%. So yeah, 48% because it's not, because it was just on the one tile right there, 99% because it's full tiles. So, you know, you don't want to, you know, go like this. You want to go like that, or like this. But, you know, who cares? Oh yeah, you gotta be careful with the roads you can properly irrigate. Yeah, look at all those fertilities. And they're not, and they're supposed to be not as good as the flood ones, but the flood cannot reach all the way out here. The flood is inconsistent. Do not trust the flood. It is not your friend. The flood is trying to kill you. If they're all displeased, that means they're doing something right. Okay. Let's see. Gold over there, but I have enough money. Okay. Continue the situation. did I forget to import barley? Yes, I did. Yes, I did forget to do that. I'm just gonna go look away and pretend I didn't do that. Okay. Yeah, it's going along great. City unemployment, just place down these to absorb workforce, I guess. Game meat? Yeah, okay. Yeah, just absorb the workforce. Do I have these? Probably not. Place them down. Game meat for pomegranates. I have pomegranates. You don't need to give me more. Oh, wages fell? I'm going to ignore that because I'm nice. Okay, seriously, why is there just no clay? Let's see. They're willing to ship more wood. I have 0 use for that. You ship plenty already? I'm good. Okay? Alright, next on the evolutionary ladder, papyrus. Let's see, did that absorb the unemployment? No. Oh, look at this. We've got the thingy. These can be cut down on. They don't actually matter too much. I'll keep some around just in case. But and look at that. The stone immediately got used up. And well, I do happen to have unemployment. Oop, 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 oop. That still didn't get rid of it, huh? What about now? Nope. Okay. Oh, let's just look away. We're working on the sites as we speak. Any other questions? We're also actively working on demolishing other sites. Again, any questions? Yes, city unemployment. Okay. Flags. Land trade route. The surplus, I don't really care about the mortuary. Yeah, that absorbed a decent amount of unemployment. Which is why I'm going to make it worse. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Clay and Reed's is just absolutely bottomed out. Oh. Yeah, the flax is also probably going to get bottomed out. Oh, yeah, barley, I'm just buying it all. I could buy gems from Abu and then turn into jewelry. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's see. Yeah, it's very much not worth it to export these because most of the cost of imports are it being like inconvenient to transport, which is certainly something. But like someone has to. Like these will just barely cover wages, but I don't really need more people. I just need the monument. Papyrus 500, linen 500. Okay. Just in case. I'll make the limit a little bit higher. Pottery 1,000. Wood 1,000. Okay. That's actually a good argument for bumping that up to half at least, and then we'll see where that gets us. Then granite, yeah, granite. I'll just import it now. Why not? Import straw and clay make brick? No, I can't even afford enough clay for pottery. The imports are just not very good. For being a monument mission, well, there sure aren't a lot of resources. Yeah, there's gold, but so what? Oh, the dead jump scare. It's fine. Just cart some gold, and everything will... Oh, that's probably because we bought the gems. We bought all of the gems, in fact. And the granite. Okay, I could turn it in, but I don't want to turn it in because then I'd have to worry about grave robbers, I'm pretty sure. And I don't wanna. So I'm just not gonna do that. Huh, they actually need a library. There's no reason to buy ebony. Why do they keep making a big deal out of the ability to buy ebony if it's just completely worthless? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, well, they're all upset. Okay. Okay, did that help mollify them? Okay, that made them slightly happier. Is there any imports left that I could do? Numbers don't reflect it, obviously, because it's the start of the year, but... No, there's just nothing more. More plainstone, I guess? Let me see. This road is inefficient. For my plainstone needs. the quarry grows. I don't want to see a single rock left by the time we're done building this. Now, theoretically, I could fit... Actually... Theoretically, I could fit... No, I can't. I can't. It's just completely useless space. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just saying things. More pomegranates. Okay, unemployment 5%. Not the worst. Oh yeah, I gotta move this back a little bit. I'm not sure if it's space efficient. 108 for a 3x3 compared to 80. Yeah, it's not space efficient to make, but I think they look nice. And what? It's the name, Spacious Manor versus Spacious Residence. Raven, Common. Well, 5%. Becomes 4%. Still 4%. even while mining their natural habitat into tiny little pieces, we still have to respect the environment. And by respecting the environment, I mean turn it into a pyramid. As you do, as you do. Okay, we've got some gems. We just haven't got around to selling yet. Yeah, the absolute state of these imports. Maxed out, maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. Not a useful trade route, but I'll open it. Weird request. For such a small amount of money, this late? That's probably more for ego than anything. So, sure. Sure. City unemployment. It's 29 guys. Okay? And I'm paying them a lot more than I really need to. Even though taxes are so much higher because my houses are just that high level. You know what? Here. I guess you really like that granary, huh? Yeah, it's just no point expanding this. Like, normally with the flood stuff, I would have to have it filled up. But then again, I would usually have ingredients growing, but I can't on this map. That is the curse of the ostrich. Ostrich are just that good, but you can only get the ostrich. At the Amon buff for monuments, it's only 40%. There's a constant stream of plainstone. Constant. All the stone on the left side of the map has been mined out. It's just over here, over here. That's it. But I don't have the workforce for it. Just 1% unemployment. Not enough. Oh, it ate its desirability buff that allowed it to get that big? That's hilarious. A bunch of gems. Hey, Kerma. Hey, Manifer. You want some gems? I refined them into jewelry. I could probably afford to demolish some of these and turn them into plain stone mines, but no. 44, how much is each? 12. Okay. I spotted a few of these were at 100 for a bit, so it's probably a storage space issue. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I was just looking at it at a bad time. Maybe it was shy. Unemployment, yeah. Yeah, there is some. Don't know why it's such a big issue. Oh, so now it's employees needed. No, it's 16 needed. I can just... There we go. And now we wait. And now we wait. Nilometer? Yeah, no inundation, of course. Yeah, I'll just send that in now. Let's see, where's the little cop guy? There he is.
Everybody's friendly here. No one is reporting any crimes.
I'm ready to work.
This city is dull. I can't find any good shows to see. Everybody's friendly. This city is dull. I can't. Everybody's friendly here.
I like to have a good time, just like anyone else. I wish there were more entertainers in this city.
Let's see if we consult the overseer diversions. Yeah. Could probably bump my culture rating up, but who cares? The requirement's 0. Oh yeah, my prosperity score is you know, a little bit high. Just looking at those guys, just, you know, just a little bit high. Oh man. Okay, now I think the stone production might be a little bit excessive. Just a little bit. But yeah, we need to just wrap this up. The ratings are far better than Met. Monument rating hasn't gone up just because barrel visions only apply if you have a monument built to store them. But they've been set aside. counts, in my opinion.
The feat you have accomplished is unmatched. With your wisdom, a massive pyramid unlike anything that has been seen before stretches toward the sky and guarantees immortality to our beloved Pharaoh.
There we go. So, yeah, it's an introduction to non-brick monuments. And also to these, which you can probably tell from the amount of granaries I have. Yeah, they're pretty good. Very helpful. Population requirements are going to be going up because it's not just these types of farms that can get irrigated. Flood farms can get a plus 25% fertility. Before, I really couldn't afford to have that many. I couldn't even afford to have them back. Now, I can, because even if they don't get flooded, they still get fertility. Big things. Big